Chad, if you're a college football fan right now and you're hoping that your favorite team adds a big piece to their recruiting class before the 2023 cycle ends, there are only 4 unsigned 2023 recruits. So let's bring up the graphic now and look at who's left remaining that is currently unsigned in the 2023 class. Oh, look. First on the board, it's our good friend, 5-star cornerback Cormani McClain. Now, Cormani is the only one of the 4 that is currently committed to a team. He's committed to Miami. So, Chad, he is set to make a signing on Sunday. That's the last we heard from him. What exactly do you expect Cormani McClain to sign on Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll do anything, Josh. I mean, based on what I'm hearing, nobody's heard a whole lot really since that statement about, if there's a plan in place or what maybe he will sign. But we know, obviously, if he does sign something, the only real option there is financial aid, which he could sign with more than one school if he chose to. So, obviously, he can't sign his letter of intent to lock him in with any program until the earliest date of February 1st. So if he does go through with his plan he announced during the All-American game and sign something on Sunday, it'll be a financial aid.
Yeah, this is a really weird situation. Cormani McClain said on the sidelines that he was going to sign something on this Sunday, January 15th. Since then, no comment whatsoever. His mom hasn't made any comments. We don't know about a ceremony or where it would be held. So you do believe that there's a chance that nothing happens this weekend and we take this thing all the way to signing day on February 1st to find out?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously even if he does sign something this weekend, we'll take it to February 1st anyway because he can't lock himself in with the school. So,
great point.
So either way, we'll track Cormani until he signs his true letter of intent. Regardless of what happens this weekend, if he does sign anything Sunday, come out with a statement, obviously he can't lock himself in with one school for a few more weeks. So I do think there's a chance something does happen or doesn't happen. It's like being a meteorologist, man, a weatherman, 50-50 rain or shine. I think anything could happen here. I mean, again, I haven't heard a whole lot about anything being organized for the, Here we are, 2 or 3 days away. So I guess we have to kind of wait and see.
Yeah. And when people refer to him signing, they're talking about a financial aid agreement, which you alluded to. A financial aid agreement, for those watching, is not binding, and you can sign multiple. You could say he's considering Miami, Alabama, and Colorado. Technically, Chad, couldn't he sign a financial aid agreement with all 3 teams on Sunday if he wanted to?
Yeah, he could, but really my thing about signing financial aid with anybody on Sunday is really why? Things open back up, this weekend on Friday. So he can have open communication with or without financial aid with these schools all the way up until, February 1st. So I don't really know what the rhyme or reason is behind if he does sign financial aid with somebody other than maybe if he does sign with just one school, he's trying to make an announcement, hey, I'm staying with Miami or going to Colorado or going to Alabama. Maybe that's a statement he's trying to make with one school financial aid. But again, nothing locks him in and multiple schools will be able to come in and see him the next 3 weeks.
All right. So when we come back to the Inside Scoop on Monday, I don't know what we're going to be talking about Cormani McClain, but we'll revisit whatever happens on Sunday. All right, moving down the list, we have 5-star athlete Nycholes Harbor, the #1 athlete in America out of the Baltimore, Maryland area. Nycholes Harbor has set up a visit to Oregon. What else is Nycholes Harbor going to do between now and February 1st signing day?
Probably train for track, #1. I think that's probably his priority. I talked to a source close to Nick just a couple of days ago, and we've talked about the possibility of unofficial visits back to Michigan, back to South Carolina. Of course, Maryland's right around within 30 minutes from his home. He can easily get there. But the source said nothing's planned right now outside of the Oregon official visit. at the end of the month. So that there is a little bit of buzz around Oregon with their track and football combination. Obviously, Nike, the brand, is big there for Nick, but in both sports as well. So, of course, a lot's going on at Michigan right now around Jim Harbaugh. Carolina, Maryland, very much in this too. But right now, nothing is set to happen from a recruiting standpoint outside that OV to Oregon.
All right, 5-star tight end Duce Robinson ranked as the #1 tight end in the nation. Where is Duce Robinson trending at the moment?
Still Georgia for me. Really for me, since that OV to Georgia in the fall, the feedback I got from Duce, his camp, and then other sources just lead me to believe Georgia's been the team to beat since that visit. Now, obviously, Texas is in the mix. USC will never go away. He's probably going to visit Oregon officially. Nothing set yet as far as dates go in January, but I still like where Georgia is for Duce Robinson.
All right. And then you have Rodrick Pleasant. He's tucked in there at number 97 in the top 100. What is cornerback Rodrick Pleasant planning to do between now and February 1st?
Yeah, a speedster, a guy that also wants to run track like Nycholes Harbor and play football in college. So right now, based on doing some digging here recently, I think the two teams to watch are Oregon and then USC. USC has the final official visit. He's been to Oregon before. There's a little bit of buzz around Oregon being SC's biggest competition and vice versa. So I think obviously Cal, UCLA, and Boston College have been in the mix. This looks like it's coming down to Oregon versus SC.
All right, well, that's it. I mean, out of the top 100, those are your 4 unsigned prospects. Now, we'll see what happens with Jaden Rashada. Maybe in a few days we'll add him to this mix, but for now, that's it in the top 100.